For 2,500 years, every great empire has followed a strikingly similar path from rise to dominance, then decline. Rome, Spain, Britain, and now America.
Empires are not born wealthy. They are born disciplined. Sacrifice, unity, and vision forged their early strength.
Historian Sir John Glubb noted that every major empire lasts about 250 years, roughly 10 generations, before it collapses under its own weight.
The age of pioneers, the age of commerce, the age of affluence, the age of intellect, and finally, the age of decadence.
The American Empire began around 1776, forged in revolution, innovation, and faith in freedom, the classic age of pioneers.
From the 1800s onward, America entered its commercial age, fueled by invention, ambition, and opportunity.
By 1945, America had emerged from war as the undisputed global leader, the new Rome of the modern age.
Success brought ease. Luxury replaced struggle. The next generations forgot the hardship that built their empire.
History whispers, every empire reaches a point where wealth turns into weakness and innovation into arrogance. If the 250-year rule holds true, the American Empire, now nearly 250 years old, may be approaching its final phase. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, the American spirit transformed raw land into the engine of global production.
The U.S. dollar became not just a currency, but a promise, a symbol of stability and power.
After World War II, the United States stood alone as the world's supplier, creditor, and protector, the empire of abundance. In 1944, world leaders met in Bretton Woods, establishing the dollar as the center of the global economy, backed by gold and forced by trust.
America led in technology, medicine, and science. From moon landings to microchips, innovation became the new conquest.
The American dream wasn't just an idea, it was an export. The world began to imitate American lifestyles, music, and wealth.
Bases spread across the planet. The American flag flew over seas and skies, a symbol of protection and control.
From Wall Street to Main Street, the nation believed its prosperity would never end.
By the late 20th century, America was the unquestioned superpower, the richest, most influential nation in human history.
But beneath the glory, the seeds of decline were already sown. Debt rising, discipline fading, and the cycle quietly turning toward its next phase.
Empires rarely die in battle. They die in comfort. Wealth multiplies faster than wisdom.
What was once a nation of builders becomes a nation of spenders. Debt replaces discipline.
Factories close. Imports rise. The empire now consumes what others create. Printing replaces producing. Credit cards and deficits become the lifeblood of prosperity.
As wealth concentrates, anger spreads. The rich retreat into castles of comfort, the poor into despair.
Leaders argue instead of lead. Policies become performance. Truth becomes a weapon.
Honor, duty, and restraint fade. Fame and pleasure take their place.
Like Rome, the empire spreads itself thin, policing the world while neglecting home.
Screens replace streets, and attention becomes the new currency. Empires collapse quietly, scroll by scroll.
History's whispers grow louder. Economies strain. Debt surges. Faith fades. The empire stands proud, but hollow.
The empire no longer falls in a single day. It erodes over decades. Currencies weaken, promises break,
and trust dissolves.
Interest consumes the empire's future. What once fueled growth now fuels decay. People begin to doubt the paper they once worshipped. Inflation becomes the silent thief of empires. Allies start questioning the empire's strength. Former partners seek independence. The world realigns.
History never leaves a vacuum. As one empire falls, another rises quietly, patient, calculating, ready.
Citizens finally awaken. Protests, uncertainty, and demand for truth ripple through every city.
Rome fell, Spain fell, Britain fell. Each believed it was different. Each ignored the same warning signs. From ashes, something new begins. Digital currencies, decentralization, and regional power blocks form.
Gold, truth, and productivity regain meaning. Empires die, but principles survive.
Every empire rises with courage and falls through corruption. The American empire now stands at the edge, its clock nearly struck.
Empires don't die, they evolve. The question isn't whether America will fall, but what will rise in its place. The 250-year rule is not a prophecy, it's a pattern, and history always keeps its appointments.